One of my favorite affordable indie brands is taking us to the coast. We have the new palette Coastal, and it is a beautiful beachy vibe. Hello, my gorgeous ones. Welcome to Alicia Budget Beauty. My name is Alicia. Here on my channel, I love all things affordable fashion, beauty, and fragrance. I do hauls, tutorials, reviews, eyeshadow palette reviews, all sorts of fun stuff. So if that sounds good to you, please subscribe, stick around, be a friend. All right, you guys, I want to preface this video a little bit to say that I'm very emotional for a lot of reasons. My oldest, his last day of elementary school was today. That was very difficult for me. Lots going on. I have 3 kids. We got all the ended parties, everything, lots of emotions going around. Also, simultaneously, I may have lost my 10,000 follower, almost very, very close Instagram account. So I've been trying to battle in my head what I'm gonna do. Am I gonna continue on? Am I gonna quit? Like, do I feel defeated? How do I promote my YouTube, now that my Instagram is shot? So anyway, at the time you're seeing this, I may still not have it. I do have a new Instagram account. In the meantime, I'll pop it over here. Please do follow me over there. I do a lot of promoting of my YouTube over there. Kind of devastating when you worked on it for over 3 years. But alas, I do have to forge on. I have responsibilities. I have brands that I have relationships with. I have obligations to you guys, relationships with you. You've put in time for me. So I don't want to just punk out on you guys. So I'm going to continue on. And now we're going to get into this real video. So yes, we are reviewing and testing out Simply POSH's Coastal palette. This is one of my favorite brands. It's a Texas owned brand. I've been with them, PR and an advocate and a paying customer myself for a really long time, about as long as I've been doing this. They were one of my first brands that I formed a relationship with. I really, really love them. I've grown to love their formula, love their layouts. They now have gone almost all their palettes to this sort of layout where you have monochromatic rows, and they are often these 18 pans. And here is this beautiful color story. You guys, this has been teased for quite a while. I think that there were some hangups a little bit in production or something like that. So I knew it was gonna be a coastal vibes. I kind of had sort of an idea of what it might look like, but whenever I saw the reveal, I was like, oh, that is so, so pretty. I'm gonna pop in pictures that I took myself over here. And then I'll pop in pictures of swatches that Simply POSH has themselves. I figured since they already had their swatches up before I received this, I'm not going to do the swatch. They look pretty enough. They did a good job, so I'll just pop them up over here. But I just think this is such a beautiful color story and actually very unique. I don't have a color story just like this. As far as tones are concerned, this is a very mid-toned, very cool, the beachy, sandy vibes, like a little bit muted. It's so pretty. Very, very different, because I think we think summer and we think really bright, like juicy, almost neon, but they're going a different route with this. And I think that's so smart because, like I said, I think this is very, very unique, very pretty. I'm definitely going to do 3 looks for you guys. It may just be 3. This does launch on Saturday at 3 p.m. Central, I believe. And it is, I think, $45. They are also, it's a pre-order, which I know not everybody loves. I get that, but it is a pre-order. And also the Citrus Punch palette will be available for pre-order, and the Aura palette. I know a lot of people miss those first 2. I love both of them. I have videos on them. If I'll try to remember to link them in the description if you want to go check them out to see if you might want to pick it up along with this. And I do have my code Budget Beauty that will save you 10%. But I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to go by these. See, these 6 pans all seem to kind of go together. Like this one's a 6 pan, this one looks like a 6 pan, and this one looks like a 6 pan. Obviously, you can mix and match. You don't have to stay within that structure, but I'm definitely gonna do 3 looks with those. I'm gonna do 1 on each eye today. I may do 1 on each eye tomorrow just to mix up my last one, but let's get into look number 1. You know what, the more I'm looking at this, I'm just like, the way that these will all pair so beautifully together. Like, I was thinking that this row would look so good with this row, and then the like kind of pinky, peachy, corally tone right here with the turquoise would be really pretty. Like, you can mix and match this in so many ways. Like, truly, I love this color story, but I think we're gonna start with this one, and then I think I may do this one, I think. Okay, so I'm going to start with, let's do Island, this one right here, and I'm just gonna pop that right here in the crease. And ooh, I thought it'd be fun to tell you guys what perfume I'm wearing because it's kind of aquatic and really fun. I just got it in yesterday. It is not a new perfume, but it is Britney Spears Circus Fantasy. If you're new and you don't know, for some reason, I'm a fragrance fanatic, and truly it's what I've been purchasing more than anything lately. And I've been trying to incorporate more fragrance content on my channel, and also trying to kind of incorporate it like within my beauty. So I just thought it'd be fun to mention what I was wearing. And Britney Spears, you know, obviously the fragrances have been around forever, but I've just recently gotten into them and they're actually really good. And that Circus Fantasy it's a fruity, aquatic fragrance that kind of has a designer DNA to it, meaning it smells like a designer perfume, like a more expensive one. It smells like it could be an Lancome Idol, or even like a Dolce and Gabbana, a Valentino, like somewhere like that. Like, so it's not real unique necessarily, but it smells more expensive than it is. So if you like a just kind of aquatic, like a watery flower, like a water lily mixed in with a little like fruits that are unripened, I would recommend the Britney Spears Circus Fantasy. So that's just a little side note. Probably not why you're here, but I just thought I would tell you. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with Shell, the shade right here. I'm just kind of going with it, you guys. My brain, if I allow myself to succumb to the anger, frustration, sadness, and everything of all the events going on today, I'll be a mess. I just picked myself up off the couch. I never sit during the day, literally. I don't sit, I don't watch TV. I create content, I organize, I clean, I exercise, laundry, dishes, all the things. That is what I do during the day. I never sit down. And I felt so defeated. I sat down for about an hour, and then I told myself, get your butt up. Real quick, I'm gonna tell you, I'm going in with Shoreline, the shade right here. I told myself, get your butt up. On my new Instagram, I have a lot of lovely friends, supporters, fellow creators, people who have just become like sisters to me, like family to me. They are supporting me and trying to get the word out that I have this new Instagram account, and they're just trying to get me back up on my feet. And I was like, okay, they're out here doing something for me. I can't just sit on my butt and have self-pity and give up, you know, like get up and go film this video. So here I am. I'm trying to have a positive attitude, but it is hard, you guys. Like, and I swear I'm cursed this time of year. It was this time of year last year that there was this crazy thing that happened with Instagram. A bunch of people got shut down, but that's the thing, is it was a bunch of people, tons of us, and I was kind of the spokesperson for it, self-appointed. And I didn't know I was going to be, but then it just kind of turned into that way. So I had a YouTube video about it. It was helping people out, trying to get their accounts back. But the difference was, if you Googled it, all these people were talking about it. And okay, by the way, I'm going to go in with Tropical, the shade right here. You know, and we all got a notification that said that, you know, our accounts like had suspicious activity or something like that. What they were basically saying is, you've done actions that make us think that you're trying to gain followers. And a lot of people do that illegitimately. They buy their followers, their likes, they're a bunch of phonies. And But all of us that had this happen, like we don't do that. As a matter of fact, I'm someone that speaks out about that quite often, maybe too much. Just call me Norma Ray. I'm starting like riots and unions over here. But anyway, there was no rhyme or reason why that happened, and there were a lot of us in the same boat, and it finally got fixed. We've got our accounts back and going, but I could still do stories. I could actually still post during that time. Let me grab another brush real quick. Okay, dog is barking. Kids are home, by the way. If you hear, it's that go time. They're out of school officially today, and you guys that want to stick stick with me through the summer, this is how it's going to be. There's probably going to be dogs barking sometimes, kids, but if I want to keep doing this, I got to just roll with it. So anyway, as I was saying about Instagram before, I was able to still post. I could do stories, I could do DMs. I just couldn't like or comment on anything, and I couldn't follow people back. And it lasted for a week, and then as soon as I went to go do something, it happened again. So for 2 weeks, I was restricted, and there were a few people who never got their accounts back. This time around, it seems to just be me, and my entire account is blank. Hold on. Like as in completely white and blank. By the way, I'm gonna go in with Sunbathe, this one right here. And my feed is blank, so I can't see anyone else post. I cannot see anyone's stories. I can't make a story. I can't see DMs. I can't see it. Basically, I can see nothing. It's just a blank account. And I've tried all the things. I've tried to uninstall, reinstall, and I've tried to log in through a PC, through my Instagram, to no avail. So anyway, here I am, and started a new account, and the support that I'm getting is just really, really touching. I appreciate it. And you guys, I think we have our look number 1. How easy was that? And it's stunning. Oh my gosh, these shimmers in here are so pretty. This inner corner is beautiful. It's so like a golden peachy, really, really gorgeous. So next, again, that was so easy. They blended so nicely together. I've got to at least create 4 looks, I've decided, because I want to combine some of these colors really, really badly together. Okay, now I'm gonna go with Warm Sand. This shade, kind of an apricot. I'm gonna put the, ooh, that is so pretty, pretty, pretty. Look how pretty that is. This might be the prettiest like apricot shade I have in my collection. I'm not even kidding. Wow, it has so much pigment, number 1. Oh my gosh. Okay. That is so pretty. And just look at the formula of this. I feel like these mattes, they look like they've been blended out for a really long time, right when you lay them down. Doesn't it just look like it's had this soft buffing out that I've been doing for a while? And no, I just laid it down that quick. Okay, next I'm gonna go with Tranquil right here. This one looks a little, so this one maybe is more peachy. Maybe this one's more apricot, because I guess apricot's more of an orangey yellow, and peach is like a peach. Okay, yeah, this, I'd say this is more apricot. Oh, so pretty. You guys, if you're playing a drinking game, every time I'm saying pretty, like, be careful. Don't drive. Don't drive. I'm thinking, honestly, be honest with you guys, it's a Thursday, but it is the last day of school, and I think I'm gonna have myself a cocktail. Because I need to just chill. I need to not be worried about all this stuff. Yeah, and just enjoy myself. Okay, Coastal, I think is what I'm gonna go with. No, tone of Coastal or Coral? No, I think I'm gonna go in with Coral right here. I'll put Coastal in the lower lash line. Okay, so Coral is just gonna be, yeah, it's just a really pretty, deeper version of, it's kind of like these two combined, but deeper. Whoa. And you guys, I've been using the same brush. I feel like, so I was listening to Joma. I don't know if you guys know who that is, but she does all the like celebrity gossip and blind items and has a podcast and everything. Actually, side note, she helped me out. Okay, Sunset. She has like 2 million followers, something like that on Instagram. She helped me out last year when all that stuff went down. I got ballsy and I reached out to her. I don't even know why. I don't remember why I reached out to her. Like, why would she help me? We're not in the same genre. She doesn't know who I am. But I had DM'd her one time before telling her a story about Bill Murray. When I saw Bill Murray in Dallas at the airport and had a funny story. And so she had responded to me in the DMs then. And I was like, how nice of her. She's this big account. She knows celebrities. Like, she covers celebrities. But so I decided to reach out to her when all that Instagram banning happened last year. And she helped out and like put it in her stories, tagged Instagram. It was kind of like, FYI, this is going on. Really, really cool. Anyway. So I was listening to her podcast this morning and they were talking about Matthew McConaughey. By the way, I'm going in with Serene. That's what I just kind of dipped right there, which is so pretty. Oh my gosh, so pretty. So they were talking about Matthew McConaughey on the podcast and encounters people, like regular people have had with him or people who have worked with him on the set, but they're not famous. And just his kind of laissez-faire, like, chill, man, pretty cool, man. You know, all right, all that business. And I swear some of that like rubbed off on me today because maybe my body knew I was gonna be going through all this nuttiness and then I wouldn't be able to handle it if I didn't kind of put my mind somewhere else. So I feel, basically I'm trying to say I'm in my Matthew McConaughey manic state, or maybe not manic, maybe this is my like chill state. Okay, Coastal is the one I'm gonna put down here, and this looks like such a pretty deep terracotta shade. You guys, is this gonna be my favorite Simply Posh palette? I honestly, the way that it's going, I think it might be, because I feel like this is extremely wearable and the formula is outstanding. The Aura palette had become my new favorite when that one came out because the mattes were just so good in that. Like, she's really worked on improving her formula, and these are definitely that amazing matte formula. And then the shimmers too are beautiful, like really, really pretty. I'm not hitting hard pan. I know some people used to hit some hard pans in some of hers, but I think she's also changed her formula to avoid that. You guys, this is so pretty. How easy was that? These two looks were so quick, so easy. They are beautiful. I love them both so pretty and summery, but in a very like natural, wearable, beachy way. Love, 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 love. Okay, so those are gonna be my first two looks. And then tomorrow I will definitely go in with these two rows, and then I'm gonna do a mix and match on the other eye. Oh my gosh, you guys, editing me, hi. Before I get to tomorrow, I didn't finish this eye. I didn't. Here I am talking about Matthew McConaughey. Okay, I didn't do Shoreline. I had it saved to put right here in the outer. You guys were probably like, girl, you didn't fill that in. And I sure did not fill in this part right here. I was doing up on this side, but I never filled it in here. So we're just gonna pat that in, blend that in here. Okay, all right. And then I am gonna think, and then I'm gonna change my lip real quick. You guys saw what it would look like if I kept this lip. I'm gonna put one more on. We'll see which one we like better. Okay, all I did, I had Vaseline on my lips before. That's what I had because I actually have, see this? I've done so many lip swatches. This is what I get working this hard for Instagram and get lip swatches. Took the skin off my lips. I've been in so much pain the last few days, so I've been trying to just do Vaseline. Anyway, I had Vaseline just on top lip, and like around it, I added this hard candy. This is the Velvety Smooth Lip Marker in Coconut Caramel. You guys, this is the best lip product. It's so good. It kind of has a shine. It's a gorgeous shade, and it smells good. And then just a tiny bit of gloss on the top, because it's a plumper and I didn't want to put it on the wound, but it's Buxom Abigail. So yeah, I think that still looks really natural with that. And here's the looks. So pretty. Okay, now we're really going to looks number 3 and 4. Okay guys, let's get into these next looks. And I do have wet hair, and I thought, you know what? I'm not gonna dry it. We are doing summery coastal vibes, so it makes sense to do wet. So I'm gonna start with this shade Wave right here, this blue. And we're gonna start that on this eye. Ooh, that's a really, really pretty tone. I think this is a safe blue tone for those a little bit afraid of it, because it is a little bit more cool toned, a little muted, really pretty. Okay, next up, I'm gonna go in with Seaside. And this one is a little bit brighter, a little bit more of a turquoise. Ooh, that blends in really pretty with that though. I really, really like that. If you're scared of, you know, blues or turquoise, you could definitely blend something like these two together and then go in with the more neutral tones after that. Which this whole palette I think is really great for those who are neutral lovers, but also want just a little bit of color, and vice versa. You know, those that like color, but like maybe they want some neutrals. This color story is perfect. Okay, next I'm gonna go in with Deep Sea, this deepest blue, and just deepen up this outer corner. That's pretty too. Really, I'm doing the same sort of technique, design, whatever you want to call it, for each look. Here, where I do kind of a mid-tone on the crease, and then a brighter shade, inner portion, the deeper shade here, deep on the lower lash line, mixed in with the mid-tone, and then of course the multi-chrome. That's just kind of go-to for me when I don't want to think about placement. This is just kind of something I do all the time. Okay, next lower lash line, I'm gonna go back in with Deep Sea, but then I'm gonna go in with Sea Breeze when I come in closer towards the center. So deepest shade outside here, and then go in with that brighter but deeper courtoise. Courtoise. Oh my gosh, I almost just called it courtoise. Turquoise. Oh my goodness. You guys, I swear, with my kids being home, it's already frying my brain a little bit. Okay, this is Sea Breeze. They just got done swimming for a little bit, their first swim of the season. And they're currently in the shower, and I had to tell them, Mama's filming, please don't run by naked, okay? Like, I don't need a slap on my YouTube account now, which, by the way, update, it's the next day. Instagram is still not repaired. I still do not have my original account back. And I've just kind of come to terms with I may not get it back. And what can I do? You know, I did email, I found an email for Meta for disabled accounts, and I did email it. I'm not hopeful though. Okay, salt water is what I'm going with right here. Oh, this one looks so shifty and pretty. Okay, that's what I'm gonna put here on the, oh, that's so pretty. You have a like pinky purple. This is very mermaidy, a pinky purple base, and then the teal and blue sparkles. Stunning. So pretty. But yes, as I was saying, I've just, you know, sometimes you have to just accept things. You can fight for what you want and fight, you know, to get things back, to make a change, whatever. But sometimes you have to be mentally and emotionally prepared to accept things for the way that they are and not let them negatively affect you. So that's kind of how I'm prepared for my Instagram, to be honest. So, okay, that is so pretty. Love. Okay, next up, I'm going in with Paradise right here in the inner corner. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Oh, so smart. She's always so smart about her color stories. I think she really thinks about what goes together and how she lays it out, because I mean, this like little 6-pan right here, I mean, just look how perfectly it all goes together. Beautiful. I love that, you guys. That's it. That's it. That's done. Okay, let's move to this eye. Okay, so I'm gonna do a little mixture of everything. I'm gonna take Tranquil again, and I'm gonna actually, this is the one I put in the inner just portion yesterday, but this is gonna go above the crease. I still really love the shade. And we're gonna see how these blend when you kind of mix up the different tones, shades. But that's, gosh, it's definitely one of my favorite shades in this palette. This one and Warm Sand next to it. So pretty. I think I already have decided, you guys, that this is my favorite. This is my favorite Simply Posh palette. This one, Aura, Fairy Tale, Fairies, Citrus Punch. I think those are my 4 favorite, but I still love all the rest, like the Cozy Cabin. I have all the way back to like her Northern Lights was her first like multi-chrome palette. I purchased that one and I still really, really love that one, but man, whew, this one is good. Okay, so then, okay, what do I want to put? I think for right here, let's go in with Shell, this shade. Ooh, I like that. I like those tones together, actually. They kind of are making a kind of a mustardy shade. I mean, it's already, Shell is a little bit of a gray poupon, if you will, but mixed together, it probably makes it just a little bit richer and brighter. But yeah, man, so smart. I remember saying this about the Aura palette. I remember when I was creating the look, I just kept saying, it's nuts how these blend, how these tones go perfectly together, because that's not always the case. And same thing with this palette. The tones just make so much sense. All right, then let's go in with, let's do Sea Breeze. Since I just have that on the lower lash line on the other eye, let's see how this plays on the lid. It mixes in here. Okay, that's turning. So when it hits the Tranquil up here, it kind of turns it more green instead of like a turquoise. So that's interesting. So you could definitely really mix those in and make your own green shade. I don't know if you guys can tell, but yeah, it's mixing into kind of a murky foresty green. So it really, the peachy apricot shade kind of neutralizes that blue and turns it green. Okay, I think I'm going to go in with Palms for this lower lash line. Yeah. I like this eye. I like how these blend together. It feels kind of sandy, sort of like army sort of tones too. I like it. Okay, and coming in a little bit closer, I think I'm gonna just, let's change this up. I'm gonna do Seaside, this one. The bright turquoise, just to kind of do something unexpected right there. Yeah, I think that's cool. I like how that kind of brightens the eye too. Okay, all right, on the lid, I think I wanna go, so I've got the ones that I put in the inner corner. So I really want to do them on the lid. Let's do, I think what makes the most sense, I'm going to do Paradise right here. I really wanted to see this on the lid because it's so pretty right here in this inner corner, but I wanted to see more area, more space for this to take up. And yeah, I really love that. This formula is excellent, you guys, of the shimmers. Really, really beautiful. Then I'm gonna go in with Sunbathe. So actually, let me put a little bit of that right here. It gives it that golden hue. Yes. Ooh, that's so pretty. I love that. Oh, love, love, love. Okay, and then might as well take Serene, that last one. So I didn't get to use this one on the lid because this one went in the inner corner yesterday, but we'll just stick it right here again. Beautiful. All of these are so pretty. Okay, you guys. So here are these two looks. I loved how going outside of the 6 pans and blending them together really, really worked. I think they're both so, so, so pretty. Okay, it got a little bit brighter, so I just wanted to show you guys while it's brighter. Look at that inner corner. Oh my gosh, on this eye. Ah. I love it. Okay, so let me wrap up my thoughts about Coastal. It's amazing. You guys, this is so good. If this color story appeals to you and you're just wanting to know about formula, get it. You won't be disappointed, I promise. Formula is excellent. The only reason not to get this is if this just is not your color story. I doubt you have this in your collection. If you do, let me know. Let me know if this dupes anything else, because I cannot think of another palette that looks like this, which I think is excellent. I love how everyday this can be. It's not too over the top, but it still gives really, really impactful looks. I mean, absolutely beautiful. Again, this is available at 3 p.m. You guys are seeing this on Saturday. This is launched in just a couple of hours, and you can use my code to save the money. And if you want to pick up the other palettes that are launching as well, don't forget they are a pre-order. But you guys, if you haven't tried the brand at all, I really, really highly recommend that you do. One of my favorite indie brands, and this palette is now, I think, my favorite from the brand. Thank you so much, you guys, for watching and sticking with me, and we'll see what happens to my Instagram. Go follow my new one, please. And as always, have fun shopping, budget shopping. Bye.